we're much more efficient on time. We know what periods we're doing things. We run music all day during practice, not for a point of just have music, but there's periods we want sound, there's periods we want to tone it down for teaching, instruction periods, and we can control all that.
We want to free up a manager to be hands-on, not have to worry about keeping us organized with the horn and the periods and all those things. And then also just motivation of our players to have the music, the crowd noise, everything that comes into play with tempo. It's a pretty amazing machine.
It makes me be disciplined in the structure of practice every day. Our kids like it because it's entertaining at times, but you can change the volume to it where if it's a teaching period, you have it really low, and yet if it's a team period where you're signaling everything and communication is really important, you can turn the music up. But for me as a coach, the most important thing is the structure. It makes every rep really important to me because I'm on a timetable, and it's made practice get better.
It's made everything so much simpler as far as practice goes. The music's already matched up with whatever period you're doing. You can set the periods however you want to, and then once you hit start to start practice, it just flows through the rest of the practice without you having to worry about it. So it's made everything so much more efficient for us.
Literally set the tone for our entire practice. How it goes off those first 10-15 minutes in pre-practice.
If you're involved in any type of an up-tempo offense, it's invaluable as far as keeping kids on schedule. Attention spans for at least high school kids are not all that long, but you really want to have you really want to have a practice with really zero wasted time. The tempo system does that.
We want all of our players to be on the same page, know where to go next, and we don't want to waste any time in between those transitions. And the tempo system has allowed us to do that. Our practices are fast. We get a lot of quality work with the transitions, and our guys, I feel like, are prepared better to play a real football game on Friday nights.
I feel like it can take our practice to a new level on a daily basis, but also being able to use the system throughout the course of our entire school district was something that was a huge advantage that we saw, and that's why the purchase was made.
It excites kids. Kids, they want to know when things are going to start, when things are going to end, and the music, quite frankly, brings their efficiency up probably 30 to 40%.
It wasn't uncommon for us to have squelching mic noise or feedback, and when that happens, it basically trains your audience to tune out instead of tuning in to what is being said over the public address system. So now we have a very attentive audience who's excited every time the loudspeaker is used.
The overall sound quality, you can be in a stadium with 60,000 people and emulate that same noise.
For us, it's extremely important that we stay on schedule in our practice to get everything done that we want to. We don't want a segment to run longer than what it's supposed to.
It's easy to use, and the bottom line is we felt like our productivity at practice improved, and so anytime you can do that, to me, it's worth it.
For our coaches, it's allowed them to stay on track, to stick with the practice schedule. For our players, I believe there's a sense of comfort knowing where they're going next, not having to worry about what's next because the tempo system tells us what's next.
The sound quality is incredible, and I think the versatility of it is nice as well, where we're able to not only use it for athletic events, but also our superintendent is excited about being able to use it at all of our schools in our district.
You can tell, when you get an hour and a half into practice, we have some up-tempo music. It kind of brings them back into the excitement level. So there's no doubt that when we actually even do drills a couple times without the tempo, the boredom sets in a lot quicker.
Some days we go out on the practice field and we may not take it out, and they all come by. Where's tempo today? Where's eVenue? They love it. It makes practice go faster. It's also, when there's downtime and you think it's really hot and whatever, the music helps them.
I believe we can tell the difference in our players. One, I believe they're better conditioned because we can practice at such a fast tempo. There is no downtime.
Our kids absolutely love it. I think they were excited about it from day one, and it definitely brings high energy to our practice, which then amps up the intensity and focus level as well.
we've used it at an all-day track meet with 20-something teams. We've obviously used it at our football games. We've used it for graduation. We do an outdoor graduation at the stadium for our students. And we've used it for theater productions in the auditorium. We've used it for pep rallies in the gymnasium.
Large pep assemblies in the gym, big football games on Friday night, large public gatherings at your middle school on field day, etc. There are always a variety of needs where you need a portable sound system to speak to thousands.
We use it in our weight room every morning. We have a 6 o'clock lift. It times all of our sets. It reduces the amount of wasted time we have in the weight room and on the practice field.
Our principal has used it some when we do our big testing. They get in the gyms and it seems to be a better sound system for them there. We've used it for halftime shows for our drill teams. Have used that for our sub-varsity games. But we intend to use it, at more and more events.
If you want to improve your practice structure, you want to improve the efficiency, and you want to really get rid of the downtime, the Tempo system is an excellent product to help you do that. For us, it's been vital in getting a lot of work done in a very short amount of time.
I would say that if you time your practice segments, if you operate on a clock, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever, this type of apparatus, this type of technology really helps you be more efficient in that way.
It's hard to tell you how valuable it is, because when you start freeing up managers, you're staying on schedule, you're on and off the field, you're moving from period to period, and nobody's having to organize that. You've got that coming out of the machine. It really is helpful, and of course the motivation is excellent as well.